Maista myös aito Amerikan keisari. Keisari 66. Käsin tehty aromikas pintahiiva-olut. American Style.
Hey, this is Trevor Strnad here of the Black Dahlia Murder, and you are watching Chaos TV.
Hello everyone, Chaos TV is today here at Nummirock in Kauhajoki, Finland, and we have a guest Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murder here. So first of all, hello and welcome to Chaos TV and welcome to Finland.
Right on, thanks for having me. Glad to be here. Ready to rock this mother tonight. It's kind of cold out here, man. What's up with that?
It's gonna be something like 3 degrees when you're playing, so pretty damn cold.
Yeah, well, I got lots of extra padding, so...
But you're still gonna end up shirtless on the show, so...
That's inevitable, I think. It's inevitable. It's like a reward for making it through a few songs. Usually it's because it's too hot and you want to take it off, you know? But whenever I take it off, I'm just like, for a second. Gives me the strength to carry on.
So, last time when you were here, it was with the Cannibal Corpse tour. Mm-hmm. About a year ago, I guess, you played at Tampere and Helsinki. So, do you have like any memories from the shows back then?
They were awesome, man. It was a huge honor for us to be a part of it. We've toured with Cannibal many times in the States, but it was our first time going around Europe and going to Scandinavia with them and stuff. It was awesome. Devil Driver 2 was our first time ever playing with those guys, and they were cool, and the shows were really big, and it was a good opportunity for us. I think we got in front of a lot of new people, and that's the goal, man. So yeah, it was majorly successful, and we're very happy about that.
Yeah, I thought that it was a good, like promotional wisely, a good tour for you. I guess you gathered quite many new fans from that tour.
Yeah, that's the thing about Cannibal Corpse, man. Them taking you out, it validates you, you know, to the long-haired death metal world, which is definitely a push that we need over here. So it was definitely huge, and yeah, man, it's just, you know, I think that our music has enough in common with theirs that we could attract some of their fans, you know what I mean? So definitely cool.
So last time when you played in Finland, you played in a club, and now you're having a festival show. So which do you prefer more yourself, playing clubs or festivals?
I like both, but I guess clubs just by a hair. You know, I like that you can be really up close to people. You know, in a small club especially, that's what I prefer. Like people being able to crowd surf, stage dive, sing in the microphone. You know, that's what I like. I like that kind of just totally chaotic show. But at a big festival, it's cool to see the kind of mass hysteria, you know what I mean? If you can get the crowd into it and you have like these legions of people going, hey, 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 then that's pretty awesome too in its own regard, you know what I mean? And I definitely like the opportunity just to play in front of new people, you know, and that's the festival definitely brings that. And from a metal fan standpoint, the festival is where you get to see all these amazing bands that you would never see on the U.S. soil at all, you know what I mean? So that's pretty awesome. It's pretty exciting. I wish I could see Sacrilegious Impalement tonight, but I think we're going to be gone before they play. But I do like those guys. Good Finnish black metal, nice and scary.
Yes, you seem to be aware pretty well about the Finnish metal scene. At least what I'm seeing when you are posting bands on Facebook, there's usually some Finnish old school death metal bands. Oh
yeah, I definitely love the old school Finnish scene, and I mean there's some cool bands out now too though. Just you know, just a huge history of death metal here, and there's a lot of cool black metal too though, you know. The Crescent I really like a lot, Knocking Crescent, fucking awesome. And yeah, man, I mean, I'm a big nerd for death metal, for the extreme, and I realized that our band is a lot of young people's gateway, I think, into hearing extreme music for the first time or appreciating it for the first time. So, you know, I realized we've gotten to a place that so many bands won't be so lucky to get to, you know what I mean? So I try to use the voice of the internet or whatever, or, you know, wearing shirts of bands that I like, and just try to support them and try to turn young people onto good music, you know. And just a lot of the magazines and stuff in the States are just kind of rotating around a few labels, you know what I mean? And they don't really cover everything. They don't really reach into the underground, I feel. So I'd say the average death metal head in the States just doesn't know everything that's out there, and really how fruitful it is to just look beyond the borders, you know what I mean, and look all over the world, because this music is just so international, and so it's everywhere, and it's just awesome, man. So just do a little digging, and it's very rewarding, I find, you know.
So was that like the same kind of goal you had with the new DVD, Full All, when you visited the Varberg tour?
Well, you know, the Fool 'Em All was really just about just getting people caught up to what we're up to and who we have in the band now, and we saw from the old DVD that people really held on to that lineup and really were attached to those people, and I think it was because they just kept watching it, or you know what I mean, or so they felt like they knew those guys in particular, you know. So for a long time it was a blessing, but once those guys left the band, all these people were like, where's Shannon, where's Bart, but they're so funny, and we're like, yeah, but it's not a TV show, it's a band, you know. But you know, so it was kind of a necessary evil, you know, to make another DVD and just show everybody where we're at, show everybody the personalities of these guys, especially Ryan Knight. I mean, he's been with the band for a while now, and he's taken us to new heights, I think, with his playing. But I want people to know who he is the way we know who he is. You know, he's a very funny guy. He's outgoing. He's just cool, man. So we wanted people to feel that attachment again to the band, and
drinks a lot.
yeah, drink. You know, I guess it kind of becomes one of those party favorite DVDs. You know, where you sit around with your friends and have a couple beers, and I guess that's what they told me about the first one. And if I think about it, that's kind of like what the Pantera DVD was to us. You know what I mean? Like watching that and just be like dreaming about touring and just, you know, having a beer and going, wow, man, these guys rule. You know, so. I'm hoping that it's having the same effect, you know, and people seem to be happy with it, so I'm glad.
So you mentioned the Pantera DVD, but what has been like the best music DVD you have seen yourself? Are there like some DVD that stands out from the rest?
I think that one's up there, man. It's good. It moves very fast from scene to scene. There's a lot of goofing around, a lot of joking and stuff, and you just get that glimpse into their world. You know what I mean? I think out of any DVD, in spite of Fool 'Em All having Cliff 'Em All on the cover, basically it being a tribute to Cliff 'Em All, I think the Pantera one is the best. It's just it just really captured it, man. It just captured the excitement they must have felt at the time, and how amazing it must have been to be them, you know, and just be so successful, and they were just titans at that time. So very cool.
So if you could like pick one already disbanded band to do a reunion show, would Pantera be your ultimate choice?
Well, yeah, I mean, if we could break the laws of science, I guess we could do that, you know. But
bring Dimebag back.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. There's, you know, they talk about doing it with Zakk Wylde, and I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem right. To me, it just has to be the four, you know what I mean? There's just no other way. There were no other members coming throughout the band. You know, they were just an institution. So I think they're just one of those things better left in the legendary status, you know what I mean? But definitely awesome. Love them.
So the band has been going on for quite a while now, and you have already achieved pretty much as musicians, but do you still have like some goals on a personal level that you would like to achieve someday?
Just longevity, man. I just want to be able to keep doing this, you know what I mean? There's not really a finish line where you get there and go, all right, you know, it's over, we did it, you know, we're the champs now. Really, it would be great to just maintain and be able to still tour 10 years from now and beyond that. I mean, that's ultimately the goal, you know, like this has gone, like you said, far and beyond all different kinds of dreams that I had for myself and for this band. It's really just blown all that away, and it's gotten way bigger than I ever anticipated, you know. And so now it's like Brian and I were the original guys, and we still have the same like unspoken pact to just take it as far as we can, you know what I mean? And but by our own terms, you know what I mean? We haven't ever softened the music at all or anything like that to get where we've gotten. It's just, where can we take our music, you know, that we make in our way, and how can we get it to as many people as possible, and just to do it by our terms, you know what I mean? It's satisfying. It's very satisfying, and I just want to be able to keep going, man. So I'm hoping that, you know, as metal comes and goes, specifically in the States, you know, kinds of goes up and down a little bit in popularity over the years, that there seems to be like cycles. So I'm just hoping that we can survive, you know, the next change of the guard, I guess, you know, the next change of generations. You know, I look out there now and I see tons and tons and tons of bands that are younger than us that are out touring and stuff. So I guess I'm getting older, but then you look at Cannibal Corpse and they're still out there doing it. So,
but I guess you have survived some of the downhills because you're still here.
Some of it because we're still here, you know, and like if you would have told me when we started out touring that CDs were basically going to become a thing of the past someday, and like all this file sharing stuff was going to become so huge, I would have never have imagined that, you know what I mean? And or even how to exist as a band during that. But we're all figuring it out, I guess. You know, bands are still doing it, still touring, still, you know, it's just kind of feeling it out, I guess, and reacting to situations, and just trying to make the smartest decisions you can, you know. There's a lot of business aspects that go into being in a band and surviving and stuff like that, and a lot of that is Brian's department, and he's more of the brains for that kind of thing, and for me it's more of pardon me, t-shirt artwork and the album artwork and lyrics and stuff like that, and doing more interviews and being more of the face of the band, and so we have like a yin and yang
different roles
together.
for
yeah,
it,
different roles, but they're very equally important, you know what I mean? And so yeah, man, times have changed right below our feet, I guess. You know, it's just, you just kind of react to it and evolve along with the times, hopefully. And we've seen so many bands that we came up looking up to or touring alongside with that just haven't had the same kind of luck that we've had, you know, that have just fallen off to the side. And, you know, I think it's really just, we've just been a lucky band. You know, I wouldn't say what we were doing is original, you know what I mean? It's all pulled from different parts of extreme metal, death and black and thrash, and it's all stuff that's been done before, you know. But I think that it's just, I guess, the right band in the right time in the right place. I mean, I don't even know how else to explain
but you
it.
also have to have some originality in the band to succeed for such a long time. I guess you couldn't do that if you are doing pretty much the same than everyone else.
I mean, I guess it's this, you know, classic elements put together in our way, I guess. But I think a lot of the longevity has been our inability to fit in anywhere, I guess. You know, when you take a look at us in a magazine, people want to put us in one category or another category or another category, love us or hate us, or all on just the way that we look, you know what I mean, before they even hear a note of music. So in a way, though, I think that's really given us all of this life, is that we attract people that like punk music, we attract hardcore kids, we attract, you know, your long-haired dudes and just everybody in between, I think. And at our shows, I notice out in the crowd, there's just a lot of different kinds of people. And I think that, you know, when we came out, we were just playing our music and we thought, all right, we'll put it out there and, you know, we're a death metal band, what about it? You know, but just people have so many ideas about, death metal's kind of like high school. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be a world of ultimate freedom for, you know, us persecuted nerds that endured high school or whatever. But in a way, it's the same. You know, you got to have the dress code and you got to carry yourself in a certain way. So I think that just being a weird kind of band and just being oddballs and kind of breaking down some of those boundaries is really, that's been where the difference has lied, I think. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for all of our fans and just whoever likes us and whatever they want to call us. I don't care, you know, as long as we get to exist, you know what I mean? So I'm happy with whatever they want to call us, deathcore, metalcore, anything. Who cares, you know? As long as they come around, man. You know, as long as they like it. Who am I to be a dick about it and to judge people, you know what I mean? So I'm feeling the judgment all the time of this wonderful metal world. So you know what I mean? So just whatever, man. Just have some fun. Why don't you?
So usually like the time gap between your albums is 2 years, and now it has gone like a year from the last one. So do you have like some kind of tentative plan for the next one already?
Well, we're just starting to iron that stuff out, and we kind of like to save that for as long as we can, you know, and just enjoy the cycle and enjoy playing the songs and not have to think about the stress. Because we're always trying to, you know, make these albums on such a like time crunch schedule, you know what I mean? Because we want to be on tour, we want to be visible, we don't want to spend too much time off the scene, like not doing anything, you know what I mean? We want to.
Because nowadays you easily get like forgotten,
shuffled over to the side, and I think we realized that a long time ago that we have to stay in people's you know, stay in their
minds.
Yeah, man.
Be on magazines and do interviews and stuff like that.
So, and that just right along with well, we wanted to tour as much as we could physically, pretty much, you know. So it's slowed down a little bit now than in previous years, but there was times where we went like 10 months out of 12 on tour. So that's just, that was a lot, man. There'd be times where there would be 3 tours, but right up next to each other. So you'd end one and drive your van to the next one and start up, meet up with those guys and end that one and then go to the third one, you know. So, but now that there's actually like some anticipation for us to come around, you know, you could say, we can kind of afford to back off a little bit, you know what I mean? And that has really helped us be able to go different places around the world that we haven't gone, you know what I mean? Like we just went to a bunch of new spots in Asia that we'd never touched before, to China for the first time, to Hong Kong, and yeah, you know, being on tour is the best advertisement possible for your band, and making new records and keeping your ideas fresh in people's minds, I think has been largely rewarding, and one of the big reasons why we get to be here today and why we've had the success is just relentless work, relentless touring, and relentless sacrifice of, you know, your home life and normality, and just it's just Brian and I just made that pact to just really take this all the way, or why even bother, you know what I mean? If we have the 1 in a million opportunity, then let's go for it as crazy as we can, as hard as we can. And this has all been, it's amazing to me that this is the same band that was playing in Michigan, 13 years ago, when we were just kids and we didn't know anything about what we were doing. We were just kind of like, man, I'd sure like to tour someday, you know, like.
And now it's happening.
Yeah, now it's happening to a degree that's just, it's crazy. This has been my entire life, and when I was young, I was really quiet and introverted, and in school, I hated school, man. I fucking hated school. You know, I did all right and stuff. It wasn't that, but it's just the social aspects, you know what I mean? So being out here in the world and like meeting metalheads all the time and being surrounded by music, it's like a relief for me. It's like heaven for me, basically. It's like to kind of push the regular world aside and be with all your people with black t-shirts on that you can go up to and talk about poop and pee with and whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? There seems to be, I don't know, when I found metal, I was attracted to the kind of people too that liked it. You know what I mean? There seemed to be a freedom there, you know, like a fearlessness. Like they weren't afraid of God, for one, which was the big thing to learn when I was young. You know, so that was like a powerful thing. And then to be afraid to express yourself, you know what I mean? Like that, and this band has really given me a whole another life, basically, that it's been a lot better, you know, so.
So thank you very much for your time, and good luck for tonight's show. You are also coming to Finland on November on your own headline show. So do you have any last words for your Finnish fans about that? You can hold the mic and watch the camera over there.
Come back and see us in November. We're coming to destroy all of Scandinavia, and you too. So you better be there, bro.
Thank you very much.
Peace. Chaos TV. Woo! Woo! This guy!